Hey, what is going on, guys? I just want to start this video off by giving a huge shout out to all of the new subs that have come to the channel in the past few days. I've gained something ridiculous like 2,000 subs in just the last 48 hours. So to all of the new guys, thank you so much for stopping by and subscribing. And for all of the guys that have supported me from the beginning, just want to say thank all of you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you enjoy your stay on my channel. So the point of this video today is, especially for all of the new guys and even the guys who have supported me from the beginning and watched all of my videos, I want to really let you guys know who you are going to be taking Fortnite tips from on this channel. I've revolved my channel so far around tip videos, sharing the knowledge that I have, trying to make you guys better Fortnite players, and I feel that it's really important to know who exactly it is you're getting tips from. And I don't mean me as a personal person, I mean me as a Fortnite player, because that's what you're here for. So this video today is going to be me putting all my cards on the table and basically explaining to you guys with 3 different, distinct, well thought out, evidence-backed reasons why I believe I am the best console Fortnite player on the planet. And just a quick note about the gameplay before we get into it. It's a few weeks old. I'm still playing on standard and I believe 6.6 sensitivity in the gameplay. I no longer play on that. I use Builder Pro and 7.6 sensitivity, and if you want to check out my full settings, just uploaded a video about that a few days ago. So just wanted to clear that up for you guys. Don't want you to think I switched back to standard for whatever reason. So let's get into reason number 1 why I believe I'm the best console Fortnite player on the planet. And reason number 1 is stats. And I'm going to be honest to you guys before I pop them up. I believe this is the weakest part of my argument. So here they are, my Season 4 stats. Just going to highlight the important ones, but you can read them all in depth for yourself if you want. We're currently rocking about a 20 solo KD with a 73 win percentage. Duos, 11.3 KD, 7.4 kills per match. Squads, 10.4 KD, 7.4 kills per match. I'm really proud of these stats. You know, like I said, I think they're the weakest part of my argument. But if the weakest part of your argument is a 20 KD, 11 KD, and a 10.4 KD, you may have a leg to stand on in the argument. So, you know, I'm not bragging here, but I really played hard for stats this season. I think I did a good job showing my versatility in all of the game modes. And just a quick note about solo, 50 of those games were played in solo showdown. So I think my stats before the solo showdown were like even considerably better. I think I had like a 24 or 25 KD with like an 80 win percentage. But you know, solo showdown was super sweaty against the best of the best Fortnite players in the world. So that obviously lowered my stats. Just in general, you know, like I said, I'm proud of them. I've maintained over a 10 KD in every game mode. I really like the kills per match because I think that's a really big indicator of how consistent and how truly good you are at the game, because anyone can get a high KD by just camping a corner on the edge of the map and getting a high win percentage. So, proud of these stats, but like I said, I really believe this is the weakest part of my argument. So let's get into reason number 2. Reason number 2 is highest high kill games. Now, believe it or not, most Fortnite top players are in agreement that high kill games actually show more about how skilled a player is than just straight up Fortnite tracker statistics. And the reason for this is that if you play with a squad of gods in squads or another really good player in duos, you could easily fluke out a high KD by just playing really passive, winning a lot of games, playing super careful, not ever dying, and that's just going to absolutely juice up your KD. You cannot fluke super high kill games. Obviously, you can have a lot of things go your way, and I think in a sense that's needed in high kill games, but unless you're cheating, which is obviously another discussion for a totally different video, if you're not absolutely one of the top Fortnite players in the world, you're really never going to get 20, 22, 24 plus kill games. So I'm going to show you guys my highest kills in every game mode right now on the screen, and you can see it starts off with duos, a 32 kill duo game, which is actually still the world record on console. Just to put in perspective how crazy that is, that has been a console world record for about 2 months now, and Fortnite's a game played by about 10 to 20 million people, so to have a kills record like that stand for 2 months is pretty darn crazy, and I'm super proud of it. Solo, our highest kill game is 25. That may not sound crazy, but in solo it is so much harder to get high kill games because you're simply running into one person at a time, as opposed to in squads or duos, you know, teams of 2, 3, and 4. So 25 solo kills was actually the record on console for a few days, and I think is still even like top 2 or 3 on Xbox even now, about a month later. So even that, 25 may not seem insane, but is still something really, really to be proud of. And anytime you're a record on console, it's really, really good. Squad, that is my weakest of the 3 game modes in my opinion. 28, I have choked so many like 29, 30, 31 kill games. But even still, 28 is like top 10 or 12 on Xbox and like top 20 or 25 on all of console. So that being my weakest of the 3 highest high kill games, I'm pretty proud of it overall. And I truly believe, because I searched far and wide on Fortnite Tracker and other websites, if you add up a player's 3 highest high kill games from the 3 different game modes, I have not found a single console Fortnite player, and like I said, I searched far and wide, that has a higher total combination of high kill games than me. And like I said, that's not a surprise because, you know, one of them's still a record on console, one's like top 5 on console, and even my worst one is like top 25 on console. So you'd have to be ridiculous to beat my combination, and I'm not going to add it up off the top of my head, but it's a really high number. I'm really proud of it, and I believe it's a better indicator of me being the best Fortnite console player than my stats are. So let's get into the final point and what I believe to be my strongest argument for me being the best console Fortnite player in the world. So like I said, there are probably some players with higher stats than me. I've seen a few, even though most of them are due to high win percentage, there are still technically players out there with better stats, and there may even be a guy or two that has a higher combination of high kill games. But what I believe puts me ahead of the field when you combine it with point number 1 and point number 2 is my tournament success. I played Fortnite tournaments on Game Battles and a little bit of Checkmate Gaming for a total of 1 month. My first Fortnite tournament was on February 14th, and my final tournament was on March 15th. So when you count for how short a month February is, I think that's even less than a month total of playing. And in that time frame, I won a total of 23 tournaments, 21 on GB, 2 on Checkmate Gaming, with about 7 to 8 second place finishes and 5 to 6 third place finishes. My total earnings in that 1 month was $2,600, and my total profit in that 1 month was $2,350. And I think the most impressive statistic out of them all was my win percentage in these tournaments was around 45%, and my place percentage in these tournaments, when you account for second and third place finishes, was about 55 to 60%. Now, if you guys don't play GB tournaments or don't know much about it, you may not know whether or not to be impressed by those numbers. So let me just give you an example of what a GB tournament's like. Some of these things have as many as 30 to 40 teams of the absolute best Fortnite players in the world. All of these tournaments have a somewhat high entry fee in terms of real life money and a lot of barriers to entry, so only the absolute top of the top Fortnite players are playing in these tournaments. And when you're going against 30 to 40 teams comprised of only the best Fortnite players in the world on console, a 45% win rate is ridiculous. And I'm not saying that as someone being cocky, it's just straight up. I mean, me and my duos partner in these tournaments were undoubtedly the most feared Fortnite team on GB on the Xbox side of things. I don't know much about PS4, but we are also like the top earners for February and March on Fortnite, and there wasn't even a close second besides us. I know a guy a lot of people are going to bring up in the comment section if I don't address it is Nick Merckx. And yes, it's true he's won a lot more tournaments than me. Yes, it's true he's won a lot more money than me off of Fortnite tournaments. But you also have to consider he's played so many more and actually has lost so many more Fortnite tournaments than me. The only way you can really compare it, because he's probably played 4 or 5 times the total tournaments, is win percentage. And I watch a lot of Nick Merckx. I love watching Nick Merckx stream. I respect him him as a player, and there's no way for me to conclusively determine his win percentage, but if I were to have to guess based on what I've seen, I'd say it's about 1 out of every 3 tournaments he wins, so somewhere around like 33 to 40%, which is lower than my win percentage. So I believe even though he has the volume stats, the only way you can really compare us is win percentage, where I really believe I beat him. And just a quick note why I quit Fortnite tournaments, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are saying, if you earned $2,300 in 1 month, why did you quit? Because GB basically screwed the payouts so much. They basically cut the winnings in half for like every tournament. Tournaments I used to win $150, $200 each for winning are now tournaments you'll get like $50 to $75 each for winning. So, you know, these things are grueling. They take like 5 hours sometimes that you have to take out of your day and just sit by your Xbox waiting for a game. So even though I would definitely profit and still win a bunch of these tournaments, I determined it just wasn't really worth my time anymore. So I hope you guys have heard my case with open ears. I hope you kept an open mind, because I really believe that I have a strong case for best Fortnite console player in the world. I'm not just showing you guys a few clips of me building a really fast 1x1 on 10 sensitivity or a few back-to-back 1 pumps with double pump. I believed I've really thoroughly discussed and laid out the evidence in 3 different categories that I truly believe determine the best Fortnite players, and how I have succeeded in all 3 of the categories: stats, highest high kill games, and most importantly, tournament success. Like I said, there may be guys with better stats. There may be a person or two with higher highest kill games. Heck, maybe I even forgot about a guy or lost a guy on the PS4 side that was more dominant on GB than me. But if you combine all 3 of these factors together, the longevity, the doing it at a high level, doing it in different game modes and versatile different situations, I don't believe there's a better console Fortnite player on the planet. And I think that's a great thing for you guys. I believe that whatever craft you're trying to improve in, it's always a great idea to seek out the best people at whatever you're looking to get better at, and really picking their brain, asking for tips, seeing what they do that make them so successful. And that's the whole point of this channel, and that's why I believe I'm so much more qualified to give tips than guys that are just, you know, 4 or 5 KD players. They're great, but I really believe I'm a step above a lot of these other tip channels on YouTube, and it's why I believe you guys have come to the best place if you want to improve as a Fortnite player. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, do whatever the heck you want, and I will catch you guys next time.